So I decided over the past day or two to go through some of the old material that's here on the channel and kind of decide what to do with it. And I'm mostly talking about the 2020 through 2021 period of material. Because I'm not just saying this because most of it doesn't have many views. I'm mostly saying it because it's so goddamn cringeworthy. It's most of which I'm talking about is the videos such as Message from the Sandman. It's like a 10.5-minute video. All the My Cult Mouse videos, which include the video The Cult is Rising, and Mick the Mouse Watson character video. See, right off the top of my head, I actually made a list in a little notebook I've got. The ADAC, which is an acronym for All Doctors Are Cannibals. I actually had done some talking with a friend of mine before, in the beginning ideals of making a film around, like fictional film around at least somewhat similar ideals, based around abortion clinics, etc. And I originally made the ADAC video for, I think originally it was like a bastardized idea of a promo, and I kind of made it on the spur of the moment night and didn't really know what to do with it, so I just kind of made what I made out of it. But it's just, I feel kind of, there aren't many things that make me feel any sort of cringe. You know what I'm saying? I feel weird even saying that word, cringe, in that mannerism, because I feel like it's kind of a youth of today kind of statement, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna walk over this way. But I realize, especially with the 2020 through 2021 period, there was a lot of short shit I was putting out, and a lot of short, low quality shit I was putting out. Let me get a little bit of the sunset real quick. Isn't that pretty? It's beautiful. I like this spot, especially in the evenings. But there was a lot of short, low quality shit I was putting out, and part of it was because, you know, it's at the time I don't think I had internet in any form or fashion, but also it was because I figured out there was some sort of like editing program I was able to use on the phone at the time, and I was making a lot of, you know, half-baked ideals on it. But that's not really an excuse, but it's, I feel kind of uneasy about a lot of that material, and that was, a lot of it was also, you know, my mindset behind it was, I'm not making any quality content, but I don't want people to think that this project or this channel is inactive. So I wanted to make something. And so I just started making a lot of obscure shit. There's a deer down in here. I'm going to try to get footage of it. And I was looking through some of that material, and I realized this is a lot of like 3 a.m. Adult Swim type of shit that they would use as a space filler. And there's no real quality to it. But at the time, it was also kind of like, okay, I'm gonna make this to have the sleep-deprived boredom of my mind to kind of fill up space. So I apologize to you, those of you who have been faithful to us for a while and had to go through that period. But I can promise you from now on in the future, it's going to be quality entertainment. So I'm also trying to figure out, deer just ran off. I was going to try to finish up real quick and get a shot of it. But it's also, in my mind, when it comes to stuff I actually had discussed ideals with other people, or had some sort of solo ideals about, is there any way I can take the clusterfuck of what was made and make it better, or do I just need to let that material be, or do I need to completely dispose of it? So I don't know exactly what I'm doing with that. It's already been on the internet for at least a couple of years. So I don't know. I'm not making this video to try to get more views on that shit, because honestly, some of it's shit I don't give two fucks about anymore. But once again, those of you who have been with us for a while, or those of you who are new and come through our channel expecting something noteworthy and see that shit, I apologize. Most of it was sleep-deprived boredom and me trying to organize my mind somehow when it came to concepts. And because of the sleep-deprived, caffeine-fueled embodiment that was myself at the period, there might have been a little bit of psychosis going on at the time, I don't know. But that is where it is. But anyway, I've got a long list of stuff that I'm planning on working on and providing. And I ain't gonna lie, 2020 through 2021, I felt like I was dedicated to this channel, but maybe it was more desperation to seem relevant. You know what I mean? And I think in some form or another, we have at least a couple periods in life, regardless of what it pertains to, where we are kind of in that mindset. So, but 2023. I'm starting late in the year. Starting with a completely clean slate, fresh ideas, fresh mind towards the project and also life in general. So, gonna have a lot of projects heading your way. Got another documentary I'm working on right now, and I've got dozens upon dozens of pages of notes for genuine projects I am going to be working on. Not all of which I'm going to be doing this year, or even start working on this year, but it's a lot of material that I plan on organizing, trying to get a fresh crew together. Talked about that a lot for the past 3 years, but trying to get some consistency with people other than myself currently. So, involved with the project, and get some more actual films out your way. So, if you watch this whole kind of walk and talk with me, then I appreciate you. Thank you for listening to me, and if you in some form or fashion want to be a part of Earth Limitation Films, and I'll include the email at the end of the video, and you can get a hold of me there, or I'll also provide my personal email. You can contact me there also, and we can kind of discuss ideals, propositions, etc. Thanks for joining me.